Just noticed I got a bit of a sore eye. I don't know what that's from. Must have poked myself in the eye last night or something. Probably a noisy spot to sit, actually. Anyway, I was just what's wrong with my eye? I must have got something in it. Yeah, I was just thinking about evolution before, like, just had my lunch break and thinking about evolution and how things evolve. It usually happens. Well, it always happens because a species or a human being or an animal or evolution happens because a species' purpose comes to an end. And I noticed when I was at uni, when I was about 20, the computers were starting to become more prevalent, and I realised that was the culmination of all our work, computers, before the human would become not irrelevant, but wouldn't have its purpose anymore. Computers would be the basically why we existed as humans, was to develop computer systems and robots and a new species, I suppose. And really, once we've done that, it'll just evolve itself, the computer itself, so it won't need us. So we become sort of like just a conduit for that change, and after that we're sort of expendable. We're not really important or useful or necessary, or that's all we existed for, was to create computers. So what do you do then? And I went home one day and I just thought, oh well, so won't need us, computers will just take over, and robots and all this stuff. And I don't know, for some reason I picked up the Bible. I just wanted to read it. I'd never really read it before, and so I read through the Bible, and it took me a few weeks just to get read it all. And yeah, I felt, because I'd read it, something would transform me. I just felt something would change in me. And the whole way reading through, I felt aroused. I felt horny, sort of, reading it. I realised it was just basically the whole thing was basically just about my failed marriage, not getting married at whenever I was supposed to get married, either as a god like Ra or Jesus or whoever I was back then. That's what the whole Bible religion's about, love one another. I'm pleading to people to love one another so I could get married. The conditions had to be right. So I'm sort of saying, love me, love one another. Trying to make the conditions right for me to be married, and it wasn't. It was brutal, and there was a lot of power from the top dominating the lower classes, and so yeah. So that's the catalyst for evolution is. And when I was at uni, I felt this change in me happen, that I thought maybe there's no one for me. I felt like maybe I don't have a wife or a partner. She doesn't really exist. So I went through the rest of my life there just thinking that. And I'd try and meet people, and it wouldn't really work out. And yeah, I don't know, it just didn't seem to be, things didn't seem right, So then all that stuff at the rave happened, you know. The thoughtosphere, where all our thoughts go and our collective thoughts, the thoughtosphere I call it. It heard that I didn't believe I had a partner, so it sort of said, all right, we'll put him through enlightenment. Whereas where people usually go, we go through enlightenment to then find our partner. And I went through all that, went through mental health and went through enlightenment, and then I met Tamsin, who I thought at the time was just lovely. Like I never met anyone like that, and I just wondered who she was and why she meant so much to me. I thought maybe she was a soulmate. That's what I concluded. She was a soulmate. So whether that's true or not, or whether later on some funny things happened and I started wondering if someone had stuffed me around and stolen sperm and had a baby. That's why I felt so close to her, like we were twins, or I felt like we were so related, but the opposite, or like opposites or something. Yeah, it was really strange the way I felt about her, like so close to her in my heart, you know. And anyway, I don't know, she got married to someone else. But anyway, back to evolution. So I sort of came to rest on the premise, maybe I do have a partner in life, maybe it is soulmates. I sort of thought, well, maybe I have about 1 million of them. I sort of saw other girls around I liked and sort of liked me a bit, and I sort of started thinking, oh, I'm probably just not making enough effort, and maybe things just didn't work out. And I'd gone through mental health, and I was, overweight, not that attractive, and so I thought, maybe it was a giant stuff up really on my part, but really it was all the history of the Bible interfering, all this history encroaching on my life, taking up all my time, and sort of influencing people in the wrong sort of way, that somehow I'm some sort of martyr, that I belong up on a cross. I don't have a partner, I'm alone, I'm just there to be worshipped, and not in person but in spirit, so it's sort of, that whole experience sent me to heaven, like on my own. So anyway, like I was getting back to evolution, it's sort of something happens within the spirit world. It says, right, well, we want to survive, we have to change, so inside this change starts happening, and it pushes you on to find new grounds and new beliefs, a new strength, and new ideas and thoughts, and basically what you're doing is, from within, you're recreating yourself. So, that process for me is ongoing for the rest of eternity, but that's what I realised. We just keep changing, we keep evolving, we just keep doing that forever. And just when we think it's over, and just when we think, that's as far as we can go, we'll go to some new ground again, even married couples, will find that eventually, because I was spurred on with all the pressure of the world to find it first, so of course I'm still living my life. My body doesn't look any different. I'm not going to just magically change into something else, am I? But within, my spirit has grown now to the point where it's universal, my spirit. So, and my soul's different too. My soul has grown. Even my body's starting to feel different, I think my body will eventually become something different over time, And it's my belief that if I believe in myself strong enough, and I believe in my spirit and my soul, that I'll live long enough to see that change. And that's just what I want to do. That's my purpose now. And if I meet a partner in the meantime who likes that sort of journey of evolution and love, and even having kids, and because I'm such a potential person. I've got this potential to discover. I could do anything really. I'm doing my electronics, I'm doing my acting, I'm doing radio, I'm doing TV and stuff. something might come out of that. But as I'm going through my life, I'm also just watching myself for changes that might happen in evolution. From this changes which has happened from within. And it might be a cell might change. It might be my DNA might alter slightly. But I think the change comes from within us, from the core of who we are, our spirit and our soul. Because our body is just, our body's just really reacting to that in a way. It's biological, but it's reacting to that impulse from within, where the heartbeat comes from, to live and to want to survive and want to struggle on, And yeah, I just really look forward to seeing what happens, and I've always loved the world, and I've always loved people and animals and nature, and that's where my change comes from love, from a peaceful, loving place. So I think it will be a really beautiful, welcoming sort of change in my life, and it will be a positive influence for others, so nothing to really fear. But if and when it does happen, it just might not happen, might be something that happens in the next life or something. But yeah, it'd be nice if other people got involved in my journey. They don't even have to be aware of this evolution thing, just to be friends and family and partners and kids. And I like more of a community vibe rather than just me and a few of my mates. It'd be nice to just get more involved in the community. And I just keep, this is all invisible, this change. It's sort of like evolution's invisible till you notice things. I have noticed one or two little things just happen every now and then. Slight little bits of magic. I think evolution happens from magic, It's like little magical things happen and you go, wow, that is unexpected, but beautiful, and I welcome it. So yeah, I just hope I see more changes, I'm looking forward to the recreation of Evan and what that becomes, it's nothing dangerous or fearful. It's just more exciting. I feel excited all the time. I can hardly sort of contain the excitement, really. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it, I think. Anyway, I better sign off. Go to my last class for the day. See you later.